You are listening to another Third Coast Nerds podcast. Connecting to podcast episode 16.
I like it. A little bit of nostalgia.
I went old school.
Freaking nostalgia, man. I love that Stay Puft.
I don't think that's going to stay the whole episode.
Oh, he is going to stay the whole episode. Oh.
I win.
Well, barring any doing something like
barring any tomfoolery.
Yes.
Yeah, that's aside from the theme music, I think you hammering the table is probably the closest we're ever going to get to like a bass drop sound effect.
That was pretty close, yeah.
It's pretty legit.
I win.
How's it going?
I'm making sure he's all right.
He's focused. He looks cross-eyed. Did you bring any notes along with the...
Oh, no.
No?
He was just chilling here.
Oh.
You know? I was like, he needs to make a presence.
No, he's on YouTube now.
Yep.
We're going to get banned.
Yeah.
No. He's been in unboxings and they didn't take it down, so you're good.
Yeah.
He came in a loot crate.
We'll just tell on them then.
Yeah. Like,
they're featured. More people watch them.
yeah, lift your shield, copyright bros.
We're going to have one view, and it's like YouTube taking our video down.
Well, episode 15, I had to take down because it was apparently it had 7 views, but only one person reported that it was broken.
Maybe everyone else just thought that like we got done early and we're like, peace.
Yeah. Well, it looped over to the beginning again.
Maybe those 7 people are still watching it.
I took it offline, and Garcia was sad because it didn't cache far enough. So it got to a certain point. It was like error with video, refresh, video's gone.
Oh,
sad.
And I felt my godlike powers over YouTube flex a little bit.
Nice.
It's like no video for you. No video for you.
Can we see
the video
viewing it live? Because that'd be kind of fun. Just take down randomly.
If we ever get to a point where we have a couple of hundred, maybe that watch it on YouTube, maybe do like a Twitch or like a live stream or Periscope or something like that. That way we can watch it live. Like, oh, there's like 17 people viewing right now live.
Could we watch ourselves watching it live?
Yes.
Yeah, you could totally Inception watching yourself.
I have a Twitch account.
Interesting.
We could have one shot where we have one of the cameras just on the monitor, watching the feed, watching the feed, watching the feed, watching the feed.
I'll bring my camera for that.
Nice.
That'd be awesome.
You tried something like that with your camera, didn't you?
I don't remember.
I
got lost inside of it, I think.
Yeah. Some say you never returned.
I did that one time when I was trying to teach a colleague how to make a walkthrough. I made a walkthrough of the walkthrough that I was making to show them how to make the walkthrough. I got so confused on page 3. Oh, I had saved it, and they knew where my saves were on my network drive, and they open it up, and they come in my office like, really? This is what you're doing? Like, I just wanted you to tell me where your template was. Yeah. Like, I didn't need a walkthrough on how to make a walkthrough. So yeah, it was Inception, before Inception. So technically, they owe me money.
Yeah. Could be. Have any of y'all read House of Leaves? There's a book called House of Leaves.
No. That's like Cedar House Rules also?
House of Cards.
House of Cards.
House of Cards.
Yeah, there's a lot of House
of
of titles. There's a lot of House of titles.
Emily House.
This book, just about everybody, and Lance is the one who told me about it, and I read it back when we were all working together, and the whole book is broken. The whole book is about someone losing their mind, pretty much. It starts off with a guy, a blind guy in an apartment that has just stacks and stacks and stacks of this manuscript detailing a movie that he never watched because he's blind, and 2, the movie never existed.
Nice.
But there's tons of footnotes all throughout the book, some of them real, some of them not, and you'll get lost going through all these footnotes for this guy's notes for this movie that was fictional, but the book has you convinced this movie may have been real, and it
very nice.
Hurts my brain a lot. But there's a section of the book, actually, my buddy's wife just started reading it, and he laughs a lot about this. There's a section of the book where there's this guy going through a labyrinth. Basically, when you get to the account of the movie that's detailed in this guy's manuscript, it's about a house that one day this couple move into, and out of nowhere, like a closet just appears, like a hallway just appears. That's like 3 feet deep. Just door appears.
Like Narnia?
Kind of, but ain't got no like Griffin lion. no Sasquatch animal.
There's not a drastic temperature change at the other end of the closet.
No. They go through like the details of like the specs of the closet, what the temperature is, because it is different. All the details and stuff like that.
Would you put anything in that closet if that were you?
Things I wanted to lose, because if it appeared, it might disappear at any moment.
So
it's like kid.
Like, yeah, right. You want to play hide and seek, kid? I bet I can't find you in that closet.
But the interior dimensions of the house keep changing like spontaneously, and the guy takes a measurement one day and the interior dimensions are bigger than the exterior dimensions, and that's where the book kind of spirals down. But this guy gets lost in this labyrinth, and you're in this one section. It's not really a spoiler, but maybe
he
it
dies.
is. No, it's not a spoiler.
Now we know he
story.
doesn't die.
There's many sections. There's many sections of the book that break your head, and I sat when I used to go across to the mall and sit underneath the shade tree and read books during my lunch period.
Oh, that's so cute.
It is very cute, right? This is before I discovered the headrest pillow.
Or magic, I guess.
No, I think this may have been
There were perfectly good air-conditioned tables inside the cafeteria in which you could have played magic instead of going to an outside lonely tree and reading a book.
Dude, nappy time during lunch is legit. It feels great.
See, I'd fall asleep and like not make it back to work.
Right?
I'm the king of like the 15-minute nap.
I wish. I wish.
I don't even believe those.
I have trouble falling asleep at night to this day because of that. Like I'll lay down in bed 15 minutes, my body just goes, "Hey, something should be happening right now," and I'm up for another half hour.
Huh. And then you're back down for 15
I thought
minutes?
you had like reverse ADD, to where instead of like noticing something else, you just took a 15-minute nap instead. So it's like, every 3 hours, Chad's just taking a nap.
Narcolepsy,
Something
you mean?
shiny.
Dude, could that be a thing? Attention deficit narcolepsy? That would be wicked, man.
I think
They should name the medicine after us. When they prove that this is maybe a thing, and they send hot chicks to all the places to sell this new magical pill, they should call it like the Third Coast Nerd Pill. It'd be awesome.
I don't like our name being associated with any pill.
Not even a Cosby?
Not even that's the reason why. That's the reason why, man.
Yeah, you never know like what they're going to add to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should look that up and see if we can have that like registered.
Attention deficit narcolepsy.
Yeah. We got Garcia. We'll just take away his mask. Test subject number 1.
Proven.
But there was a section in the book where I read the same 3 pages over and over and over again for about an hour. Just because of the way you have to see the book to
Does it tell you to do that, or like
No. So they do weird things with like typeset and font.
Okay.
So there's a section of the book where this guy is like kind of lost and going around this series of hallways,
and they make it hard for you to read.
Yeah, and the text kind of like spirals around and stuff like that. And you follow the text. If you follow the text correctly, and I was like, these bastards even put the page number in the other side of the book, like upside down, and you just keep reading this same section of like 6 or 7 pages over and over and over again. I was like, this dude's been here for a long time, man. Like everybody I know that's read the book, like at least like 20 people at the also we mentioned it last time, The Verge. It's got a name now.
Yeah.
At least 20 people like read this book, and everyone had the same account of how they got stuck on that same section. So I was like, I feel better.
I want to congratulate whoever wrote a book that does that to you people. And then B, I wonder if that happens in the audiobook version.
Do you remember the band? Do you remember the band Poe?
Like Edgar Allan?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
But just Poe. The chick that was the singer of that band, her brother's the one that wrote the book, and their album, I think it was Hello, is the name of the album. That's like the companion album to the book.
So a band Poe made an album, Hello,
about.
Oh, very nice, very nice. That sounds interesting, but I don't read paper anymore. I make people read it to me.
You can't do an audiobook for this. There's no way. Because what section do you read? Because in certain sections of the book, there's 5 different stories going on at once.
Borrow my Kindle. It's not on paper.
I'm just going to stick with my choose your own adventure books.
Screw that. I'm just going to keep.
Do you remember the
scratching
alien
stick
one?
Like stickers.
The kid that got abducted by the UFO that had no happy ending whatsoever?
No, I don't know. There was like 110 of those.
Yeah.
But I read all of them. I just don't remember any of them.
There was one where it was pretty much the only copy of the Choose Your Own Adventure book that we had in 6th grade, and I read that one multiple times to choose different paths. And you could go through the book and you could see there were happy endings in the book, but you couldn't trace your way back to any path that got you there.
So they just like put 20 pages of happiness in there, and then no way to get to
it.
That's pretty cool.
And I just read
awesome.
I just read an article.
Real life.
Yeah. I just read an article about that, or it was a posting on Reddit where they were detailing that, and they went down every possible path and mapped out every path in the book, and there is no way you can get to a happy ending. It always ends with the kid dying.
Huh.
Well, I'm glad you brought us.
It should have just ended with him, put him in that closet, and then
crossover.
Yeah, I was told about a movie that's coming out. I'm hoping Ed has actually heard about it. The House reminded me. It's about this like serial killer way back in the day who built a castle in Chicago.
Yes,
I think
in Chicago.
Good, talk about it because I don't remember a lot.
I can't remember. It's H.H. something. Actually, you should know about him. He was on. They talked about him on
Lovecraft?
Supernatural. No, he was like in the first season, Supernatural.
Oh my god, that was so long ago.
When oh man, I can't remember her name. The bar girl.
Joe.
Yeah,
I like Joe.
When they went into the city and she got kidnapped.
She got stuck in the wall.
Yeah, where she was in that the wall and then the whole oven thing and everything like that. Yeah, that was H.H.
That guy.
H.H. Holmes.
H.H. Holmes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Holmes.
So, this movie's about him and the awesomeness that he is.
Coming back from work.
The United States' first serial killer.
Yeah, coming back from work, Kristen was reading me all this stuff about it. Like, I guess she found the Wikipedia or something, and we're like, how did this dude not ever get caught? Well, he did later.
Well, he did.
Because he was dumb.
Well, yeah, that, and he's just awesome, really. I mean, he turned his house into like
can you really spoiler like history that's that old?
Killing spree.
Yeah, like he
awesome.
built this house.
Yeah,
and he put a pharmacy in the bottom floor because he was a doctor or something.
Yeah,
and then he hired people, and like pretty much anyone who worked for him ended up getting killed. Well, when he built this house, he contracted multiple companies out. No one knew the full design of the entire house.
Yeah,
and like he would put like gas pipes into rooms so that he could like just kill them that way.
Oh, dude, I read about this house.
Yeah. They're making a movie out of it. It's like the movie that you really don't have to embellish anything.
Well,
it's awesome. He killed there's confirmed over 20 people, but it's closer in the hundreds.
The movie,
there's a lot.
This already sounds legit just because I'm a big fan of the guy anyway. Devil in the White City, directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah. So like, they've got more than enough story to go through.
Yeah.
It was a 45-minute drive from work to home. And it was almost all this talking about this thing, and it was very cool sounding.
I think on Netflix or Amazon Prime, one of those two, they have the biography.
Okay, so you can watch the historical.
Yeah, watch that, dude. No,
and then Scorsese.
It's still good. Yeah, it's still good, man. It's awesome.
I'm still looking forward to seeing how he fits. That song, Rolling Stone song.
Painted Black?
No.
Yeah.
Please talk amongst yourself while I look up the song.
We need to know what song
we're engaged now, Chad. You showed us something shiny, then you took it away, and we can't take
Sympathy for the Devil.
Nap. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in every Scorsese movie.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, so is Leo. They could just tattoo it on his body.
Yeah.
He takes his shirt off, and there's the song. Told you I'd get it in there.
Well, especially with a title like Devil in the White City, and given the subject matter, it's going to be in there somewhere.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, no.
I think I just found about it yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, my internet's been down at home, so it was yesterday.
Wow. How long
have cable box went out?
Oh.
They sent the ping to it to try to see what was going on, and now it just restarts itself every 16 seconds.
Neat.
Yeah.
Sucks.
So
you get a good 13 seconds of internet?
Oh no, it doesn't even do anything. It just reboots.
But pull an IP.
I mean, I got hotspots. So
yeah,
and then of course Plex is still up. I got everything I need there.
Oh well, you're
internal Plex.
Yeah,
is that why you were streaming real slow?
When was this?
I was trying to pull from you 2 days ago, and it kept locking up.
It was out yesterday.
Day before?
When I got back from work. The day before that, I was downloading a lot of torrents.
Okay.
I hadn't been on my site in a while, so
I was hoping I wasn't streaming off your tether. That'd been hilarious.
no. So yeah,
His phone's real hot. His phone's real hot.
Hey, I've done the entire series of Stargate Atlantis off of my my Sprint phone at work.
When I was in Louisiana for work, this is when I first got into Arrow. They had the first season on Netflix. I streamed probably 16 episodes at the hotel. HD to the TV. Phone was real hot.
yeah.
I kept getting warning messages. Actually, T-Mobile called me. Like, we noticed a particularly high amount of data usage, and I was like, "Yep, it's legit. It's happening." It's like, you can't use it. I'll use it however I want to. I was like, FCC ruling. Done.
They can't even spell FCC.
Yeah. Well,
sad.
FCC had that ruling with Verizon.
Yeah.
So I called them and I was like, because they made you pay for tethering.
Yeah.
And I had an app because it's the store. You just download whatever app you want to, unlock your phone, and you're fine.
Yeah.
And I would get calls from them concerning like high data usage, which it's not even high data. It's like 2 gigs.
Yeah.
Over a month. And they would call me like, well, you don't have the tethering plan. I was like, I don't need one. The phone does it. It's like, well, you need to pay for the tethering plan. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like I
Check your knowledge base.
Yeah,
I'm not paying.
Like they called me like the week of that FCC ruling. And I was like, so how does that affect you guys, considering that they just set a precedent where you can't charge extra for this? Duh. People who don't get paid enough to read the internet actually figure out like laws and stuff.
That's where I go for all my laws and stuff.
Internets.
Yeah.
And it's great.
It's on the Google.
Yeah. They have like these .gov sites that tell you all of them.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Google's new site, the Alphabet site?
I haven't seen the site. I heard
it's,
the ruling.
ABC
Or not ruling.
.xyz, because they're starting a new parent company called Alphabet.
Yep.
And they have a hidden space somewhere on the site that links to the X Labs for Silicon Alley, the show on HBO. So it's pretty hilarious. But yeah, there's a big press release this week. They're
It's a
starting
big
a new company.
rebranding effort. They're pulling their core stuff in, rebranding it as Alphabet. That way, when their other stuff fails, they don't have to tie that to themselves.
Please don't take Google Wave away.
Well, apparently,
Right.
Hey,
they're
I like
also
Google
doing
Wave.
the
That was horrible.
Niantic Labs is separating from Google too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for
So
Ingress.
Ingress is just going to make money selling the data to Google. So
No, it's the other way around. I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I just got an email from them like probably 2 hours ago saying that we're separating from Google. Google's going to forward us all your information. Are you cool with that? I kind of want to say no, because I don't think I'm ever going to play the game again.
yeah, I removed myself from all the communities this week.
No, I need you to upgrade the portal every now and
See,
then.
people keep saying that. People are like,
Do you play?
Hey, Ed.
No,
log
but
in."
I have some friends at work that are like, "Hey, can you upgrade the portal?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get Ed to upgrade it too."
When the
And then-
community stopped using Hangouts and they forced everyone to use that
Group me.
Group me to get involved in the game, I'm like, no, I'm done.
Yeah, Ed did the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was pretty much out a
Yeah.
while back. So, I mean, once I hit 8 and we pretty much owned what we had, and I was
Finished
like,
all the raids.
yeah, I was like, what else is there to do? And
But there's
the only-
missions now.
I don't care about missions.
I made
Go on
a
mission
dude
on a
blow
single
out
one of them.
I made a dude blow out a suspension on his car when he jumped a median to come stop me at a park. I was like, mission accomplished. I feel
I
done.
won this game.
yeah, no, I mean, yeah, if all day, I mean, because that's all I do. I would just troll somebody all day.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, this is 3 hours of my life, that
You just got trolled by Google.
yeah, exactly. Google's messing with me now.
Human Sentai-troll.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So no, I got out of that. I'm not interested anymore.
You got out of the game.
Got out of it. Yeah.
I've done it.
But you got to come back for one last heist.
Once a month.
One last big heist.
One big heist
Once a month, I go out and play for a little bit.
Yeah, you have to have stuff to play with. And like
That's
just
what I
walking
say.
from my car to my job, there's like 13 portals. So if I do anything, I lose it all before I can even make it to work. Like I don't farm, and I'll
Well,
go out there and the portals will
last
be
time I
level 2.
looked-
You know?
Last time I looked,
I've stretched
everything
it
was a
thin.
portal. So
Yeah.
where was the fun in the game now? Because you don't have to do. There's nothing's unique about it. That was the whole point of the game, was that like landmarks would become a
Yeah.
portal. But there's like, I saw like a random post office box at the corner, like at the Love
The
Station in
gnome
Waller.
on somebody's lawn.
Yeah.
That's a shout out to you, Young Guns. Still remember your name.
Oh, that was.
Well, there was somebody that had like
He got me to level 8. That's all I'm saying.
there was somebody that had a big backyard, and they had 2 fountains back there, and took like 8 pictures from multiple angles, and made all those GPS points, and made like their backyard look like a park on the map.
Yeah.
And everyone tried to get that taken down. And I think up until the point where I stopped playing the game, stopped paying attention, I think that was still like a little farm area.
On Spring Cypress?
Yeah.
Yeah, it still is. I've reported those things like 9 times.
And it's in a gated community. It's in someone's backyard.
Yeah.
I've gotten to it once.
That's some stuff.
Yeah.
Crap, man. I mean,
Yeah,
wasn't fun.
me and Stu charged the gate one day.
See, that's what we need to do, is just go destroy the fountain, take a picture, and then send it to him. Be like, it doesn't exist anymore. Take it
Right.
down.
Yeah.
The rebel from the 18 fountains is this little pile of rock.
Yeah.
Well, no, you take it from 18 different angles. Right? So you beat the crap out of a sledgehammer and then angles, send them all in.
Just propose a new portal, call it Smashy Smashy.
Oh yeah, 631. Notice of transfer of Ingress personal information.
yep.
Yeah, I got it too.
Yeah, no, everybody should guy in it. So
check.
I see.
I haven't logged into the game in
doesn't matter.
close to 2 years. Well, I mean, it's all old data. Like, you saw where I went 3 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
That's what
good
you
for
think.
But still.
If you ever used your GPS, they know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That in general, yeah.
Yeah. You checking yours? Did you get it?
It's going a little slow because I have a lot of windows open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, got it.
So no one watched it. No one went to the movies to see it. I was curious to see it. I'm
We're not talking about Ingress anymore.
not talking about Ingress anymore.
No. I think he's talking about Fantastic Four.
Fantastic.
Oh, I thought it was
Four.
Pixel.
Man, you know.
Did you see their
from the
Which one of
reviews?
those two did better, actually? Pixel or
Pixel.
Fantastic Four?
Well, Pixel.
Pixel
Yeah,
did.
Pixel.
But to circle back on the whole copyright troll thing, have you heard they're going on this whole spree, like the whole automated like copyright crap? They're taking off any video that mentions like legit like training videos and stuff like that for graphics and stuff like that. Those videos have been getting taken down because they mentioned the name Pixel.
Oh, wow.
Tied up over that retarded movie.
What?
Yeah, and
Can't
they've had like,
copyright that.
yeah, well,
I own these pixels.
It's
And they can't have them.
it's a trademarked name.
Pixel.
Pixel. Come at me, bro. Pixel.
Right.
Pixel.
Wow. They're just doing it for
That's
free
gonna be
publicity.
one of the tags in the podcast too. Pixel.
Pixel.
We should each pick 4 letters of the alphabet and copyright them.
I'm copywriting Dixel.
Well, that's 5.
Shit.
Now you have me thinking about whiskey.
Talking about whiskey. Dickles actually was one of the awarded whiskeys for this year in 2015. They got an award for some international whiskey competition that happened.
2 guys in a garage.
No, it wasn't. No, it was the 25th edition or something like that. Anniversary Dickles or something like that. Silver.
Oh, wow.
Apparently, it's supposed to be really good.
So it's not $7 for a gallon.
No. This
Okay.
one's actually $25.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
this
a
is-
normal price.
This is like some expensive Dickles going on here. That's all I'm saying.
25 is usually for the big bottle.
No, that's like $11.
No, I get the really big bottle. Like, there's the 3 sizes up.
Yeah, that's when you play spin the bottle in the driveway.
Yeah.
So we
back
we
to
derailed
Fantastic
your
Four?
Fantastic Four.
No, I've heard that it really reeks really bad.
Yeah, a lot of like basically everything they show in the trailer doesn't actually appear in the movie.
Oh, really? I didn't
There was someone detailing that the poster shows, I think, Manhattan getting hit by asteroids. Manhattan's never shown in the movie. Asteroids never shown in the movie. Kate Mara's hair changes from scene to scene because they had to go back and do reshoots. So she has this goofy wig, that bright yellow
I've seen
blonde.
pictures of that.
Yeah, because she cut her hair. Like as soon as they finished production, they started doing press, and she cut her hair. So they had to go back and do reshoots, and they have like continuity. There was like, we don't care. Screw continuity. We don't care. They used like 4 different special effects houses. Apparently, the producer, one of the executive producers, had to come and direct part of it because the director was like, "I'm not reshooting it. I already made my movie."
Well, I mean, what happened was They're like, well,
What had happened?
See,
they're like, we can't do any worse than that 1990 version.
Oh, they did.
No.
Someone made that bet, and he was like,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna win.
They're like, no, I bet we can.
Because, like, you go down the history of Fox. There has never been anyone at Fox that has ever acknowledged, no, we can do worse. We have.
Right.
We consistently do it day in, day out.
Well,
we
that
can
and,
do worse.
they're like, we put out good TV shows. Let's just cancel them after the first season, though.
They haven't put out a real TV show in quite some time. It's all reality.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like Sleepy Hollow. So.
Yeah, but I mean, it's only on season 3,
Yeah, I think so.
and that's
Is it
one
season
show.
3 or 2?
How many hours are in a week? And they give us one.
Well, that's fine because I got other shows to watch.
I heard
Fox.
something about probably 6 months or so, maybe even longer ago. It got thrown up in Fox, Sony, whoever's face that this was just so stupid, it's not going to work, and their pretty much reply to it was, we're pot committed at this point. We just want to finish it and get it over with.
For what?
Fantastic
For
Four.
Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
So that's they didn't care. They knew way early that they didn't have the support of the fans. They were trying to reboot something. That's why I doubt we'll see a Hulk, because people don't think, they don't have faith in the character, being the main guy in its own show. But Fantastic Four, those characters could be cool.
So who's gonna go see
I don't see how that property. I'm curious about, because I never thought it could make a good movie.
You don't think so at all?
I don't think so at all.
I kind of agree with the meme that showed the kids movie with the Incredibles, and there's 4 of them, saying the only Fantastic Four. Because I've liked every Incredible movie better than any Fantastic Four.
I haven't even watched the Incredible movies.
Well, like
I thought there was only one.
I think they're in 2.
Oh.
Either that, or I've had to see it multiple times because Robert's kids.
So yeah, it scored 60 million worldwide opening weekend.
it has rated lower than Elektra. It is rated lower.
Are you talking Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, I think Rotten.
Yeah, it was single
was it
digits.
like a 6?
Yeah, it was a 6 or a 7.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Which is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, a 6. That's awesome.
And which is horrible because the cast was great.
Was it?
To get, well, not acting wise, because they cut out the majority of things that made sense.
Okay.
Like story, like things that moved a plot forward. Pretty much all the actors were checked in. They're like, yeah, we filmed like extensively scenes that like showed the relationship between the team, everyone coming together, and all that stuff got cut. Like the whole the Sue Storm. Johnny Storm relationship, because like Sue Storm was adopted in this version. All of that development, yes, all that development right out. Pretty much everything that Johnny Storm said, like he just had like quips. Like he pretty much had flame on and like just,
I'm on fire.
I'm on fire. I'm flying. It's raining sideways. Those were like the only things he had. There was no development for him whatsoever. The Thing looked horrible.
I haven't seen.
Like this is like barely a step up from Foam Suit 1992 thing.
Fox says they're still trucking.
They're still moving forward with like possibly merging this with the X-Men universe, which is a dumb idea, and doing a sequel.
Well, the sequel, I'm fairly certain, is not going to happen. I mean,
Oh no, it will.
oh no, I don't. I think they will try to
Have you ever seen
identify
Ginger
which
Snaps?
characters will work in other places and try to add them. But I mean, what else do they have besides X-Men? That's the only thing they can add them to, and they're going to have to get into conversations with Marvel on that. So
No, they don't.
They own the film rights.
Yeah, Marvel has no say on X-Men.
none whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
Nope.
That's why you don't see any Marvel-backed X-Men toys.
Oh yeah, they didn't have any in the last
Yeah,
movie.
it's exactly because Fox owns it all.
Yeah, but maybe they'll sell the characters off.
There was a conspiracy theory circling on the web that maybe Fox is tanking these properties with the idea that they may change hands back to Marvel, but they're also doing it to. There was someone that speculated they're trying to like. They're trying to dump as much as they can on Marvel, so it reduces the value of their properties that they are continue to put out as competition for other Fox properties. But no one in civilian world really has. No one draws the line between the two. You know.
Yeah,
No, they don't. Unfortunately, going back to your whole thing about Fantastic Four, though, I've never thought it was going to be a good movie because I really didn't like the comics either.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So
it's such a goofy property to try to translate to a movie.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
Jessica
there's
Alba
nothing.
is so hot.
yeah, no, she is. That's what I said like 2 weeks ago. Jessica Alba's hot though. I mean,
Yeah, Jessica Alba's. Yeah, but there's nothing about it that.
I mean, Reed Richards, I don't care about him.
Yeah, you do the math on the whole thing. Like, yeah, it was a great thing for the '60s, where you got a dude with stretchy arms, you got a guy that turns to rock, and a chick that turns invisible, and they fight things from space. But to do this into the context of a movie, where and this is where I'll get into like the diluting of universes, like that whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't like the idea they're trying to put Spider-Man into this whole thing because it makes him less special. It makes him less special when he's in a city that has had gods, like legit gods from other planets, other universes. Aliens have attacked and bombed the city. Like, what's this dude in a red suit? Why would anyone care about the dude in the red suit? Why would J. Jonah Jameson care about getting pictures of this guy? He should be out sending photographers after the gods, the billionaire with the metal
Avengers
suit.
and
Yeah, like the real.
Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, because of growing up from the golden age and everything like that, and going into modern.
Yeah.
There's all those crossovers. Everybody was in bed with everybody else. So, I mean, I think they're just trying to bring back that magic.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Magic Mike XXL did really well.
I wonder why.
But I don't think they have the support for it.
On the Fantastic Four side?
Yeah,
or?
I think that Fantastic Four, like,
that's
really,
what
the
I'm saying.
characters aren't that great. And
They're
with
not.
everything else that's out there, like you said, Spider-Man's less special when he's up against Thor or gods or whatever.
To me, like Fantastic Four is a middling property that's only popular or only has staying power because it's been around forever.
But that's the big thing right
And the
now.
crossovers,
is
and the
they-
crossovers.
They don't
Yeah.
have anyone to cross over with.
Yeah,
Well,
like
they
throwing
have the
like
X-Men
thing
and
against.
that's it.
I mean, once they bring out the Infinity Gauntlet and they do Secret Wars or something like that, then everything will kind of fall into place.
Put in the background as extras.
Yeah, I mean, no, they die. Just
Well,
let
they
them die.
can't. They can't because right now there's no crossover.
Yeah, there's
deal.
nothing for them
They can't.
in the
Yeah.
comic
Right.
books.
The
Well,
only thing,
X-Men,
like,
yeah.
I don't see Fox ever doing a deal like Sony did with Spider-Man,
Oh no.
where they were like, we'll co-own this and we'll try. Basically, Fox has distribution rights and production rights for Spider-Man, but they're allowing him to be used by Marvel. I think Marvel may be producing the standalone Spider-Man film, the reboot.
Oh, really?
And he's going to be in Avengers.
You mean Sony, right?
Yeah. So, well, yeah.
Well,
But
I thought they
Marvel,
could have
with
done.
Marvel co-producing and kind of
you
having
said
directorial
Fox,
strength.
You said Fox.
Because we were
Oh,
talking-
Fox.
yeah.
Okay.
But I think
Yeah, I know.
they made a mistake with the last guy. I think he could have been.
What do you mean, the last guy?
I think he could have
Oh,
been
you're
good.
talking about
Spider-Man?
the
Andrew
actor
Garfield?
Spider-Man?
I like
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield.
He was good.
God, no, I hate
I liked him. I liked him in the role.
Well, I mean, the last one we saw before that.
Hey, man, I like Tobey Maguire.
No, that's not your
It's
fault.
only because you have a man crush.
But in comparison, there, I thought he did really well. I don't like the thing that they're trying to do with him and making him significantly younger, and I think that's kind of where they failed with Fantastic Four as well. They're trying to set something up that they can build off of. They saw what they did with the young X-Men, and Logan. How long has he been X-Men now? Or Wolverine? How many
We're
years?
talking about 15 years.
15 years at least.
Yeah.
That's 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, still, I mean,
they're
they
trying to do
weren't-
something similar, and
Those actors that were
No.
in the first X movie weren't extremely young by any stretch.
Oh,
No.
No.
Well,
They
Wolverine doesn't age, so it's
yeah, it worked.
Like, they were believable for the roles they were playing, and they
Exactly.
carried forward, like seeing in X-Men Days of the Future Past, when at the end of the movie, spoilers, at the end of the movie when the entire team is reunited and the future or the present is reset,
Yeah.
and you see all those characters that are back together again, you're like, oh wow, this could actually play well.
Yeah.
And when they sort of like rebooted it and set like a nice little bookend to that history of X-Men movies, I would like to see the same cast come back with a kind of a rebooted, fresh look at the whole thing. Because, like, I don't know if you've seen like the pictures for X-Men Apocalypse. Apocalypse looks goofy as hell. Like, he doesn't look intimidating whatsoever.
That sucks.
Storm, like the 70s Mohawk Storm,
Yeah.
looks. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about
Well,
that.
the Mohawk Storm was when she took over for the Murlocs.
Yeah, I know.
So-
but like the way that they're doing it in the movie, it doesn't look good. It just like the look of the character doesn't look good.
Is it still Haley Berry?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Who's Haley Berry.
Haley.
Berry.
Hallie?
Okay.
She's the Berry from around the way.
She's the Berry that did not
From around the way.
with what's his name? The old-
Billy Bob?
Yeah, Billy Bob. The other.
That movie was a tough sit.
$250,000 a boob. That's all I can say. Well worth it.
It was. I mean, it wasn't a tough sit for me. I mean, I felt sad when I kept on seeing Billy Bob. But you know, if I squinted, you know, took off my glasses, you know, I'm like, I see only Haley.
You adjust the tent to make Billy Bob a little more brown.
Exactly.
You're like, he could be me.
Yep.
You just go set a wig on top of the TV. Oh, we could green screen you in it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
The first thing I would want to do with green screen with you is to have you do the Shia LaBeouf inspirational talk that's been going around the web.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Shia LaBeouf doing anything is hilarious.
Yeah, he filmed like this half-hour long, it was kind of a spoof on inspirational videos, but it's just him screaming like, "Just do it, do it!"
Does it end with him clapping at himself from the movie theater or whatever?
Shy surprise.
Huh?
Shy surprise.
I don't know.
Say what you want. That video was awesome.
Oh, is that what that one is?
Yeah. No, it's a different one. It's a different one. That was
I just remember there was one where he was on stage and then he was watching himself and there was a tear.
There's like a whole song outlining this like really odd interaction with Shia LaBeouf.
Man, I don't find these places in the webs that you guys go to. That's too far down.
Yeah, that's not posted on my basketball message board.
I showed him that one at work because it's hilarious.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
It's been on my TV at like every party for the past 6 months.
Yeah, I've
At
sat
least
through it a
once.
couple times, unfortunately.
Yeah. Someone always throws it up. I introduced it to too many people.
I think we watched it here at one point.
Yeah, we watched it after a podcast too.
Yeah.
I've gone downstairs and put it on, but I think Neil left because he's like, no.
Yeah.
It's
What has he done for me lately?
it's lulls. It's lulls. It's all.
I mean,
it is.
He's threatened his girlfriend lately. I mean, he's like, I could kill her.
Well,
Did he say it like that though? Because I mean, that doesn't sound really.
Or he could Tom Cruise Katie Holmes in the backyard or something.
Wait, what?
When they were spoofing Tom Cruise not letting Katie Holmes out of the house, there was a bunch of videos about her being like putting a kennel in the backyard. Like,
It's like, no, look, it's a high fence operation. We got free range Katies just
Right.
roaming through there.
I've heard more people say that your movie was good.
Which movie?
The Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible is great.
I haven't seen yet.
I've heard pretty much good things across
I've
the
heard
board.
It's like a 97 on Rotten Tomatoes right
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah, like dude, it may be weird, but dude can't make a bad popcorn movie.
Apparently not.
It's like the tech in the movie is beyond ridiculous.
it's all Simon Pegg, man.
Well, you know when
Simon Pegg, he does a good job in this one too.
when the other movies that are big have gods and machines that can fly that are geniuses, you can embellish a little bit. People are like, you know what? That's okay. We'll give it to you.
Yeah, they're like that 5'2" guy. He really is a badass. So yeah,
I just do want to see some outtakes of people tripping over his stage.
Yeah, I love the behind the scenes with Night and Day.
Right.
Yeah.
The movie did with Cameron Diaz where
Yeah.
he's walking on like a 1 foot tall wooden platform as they're shooting
Yeah.
this whole scene.
Yeah, after you mentioned that, I went and looked it up. I was like, yeah, that's about what I expected.
Then they cut to him like with her on the back of the motorcycle, and she obviously dwarfs him in a big way.
yeah. Just a little guy.
But yeah.
Just a little guy.
I knew his.
A little guy.
My perspective for his size is when he went to go drive the Red Bull F1 car and popped in without any effort whatsoever. I was like, I've stood next to that car. That's a small opening. Like, I don't think my two knees side by side could fit in the opening of that car.
Wow.
And he had room to do this.
That's what. Strangely, that's what Katie said too.
Oh, Tom Cruise is a hula hooper.
We need a soundboard.
I am actually excited to see Katie Holmes out and about nowadays.
Where'd you see her last?
Hell if I remember.
Probably the reunion of Dawson's Creek.
I'm just saying, yeah. I mean, because
Asking Josh for Jackson
of,
for some
you know,
money.
I had a crush on her. You know, Dawson's Creek, and then she was in Disturbing Behavior, and
Yeah.
then she got married. Oh wait, then she was in The Gift,
Yeah.
where we saw
She was in one of those Batman, too.
Katie boobs.
Yeah, she was in the first Batman movie, and
Oh,
then
that's right, she was, huh?
Yeah. I was upset that they put Donnie Darko's sister in the second one.
I like Maggie.
I like Katie Holmes more.
I do.
Apparently, that was
I
Tom's
agree.
fault.
Well, of course. She was in the kennel in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she had to get locked in the house for a while.
Yeah.
because she was like, "Oh, you might get popular. We have to lock you up for a little bit."
That,
Well, she did bad. He had a rubber nose in it.
Yeah. Well, we know what Kyle's fantasy with Katie Holmes is.
Yeah. I just come home and she's taking a giant steamer in the middle of the living room.
Has anyone caught up with Strain? Have you been keeping up with that one?
No.
But the dude,
I never watched the first season. I have it.
It's on the
You
Plexus.
have to watch it.
I know.
I think you're
we
gonna
have
like
it on Plexus.
horror-wise.
Yeah, it's on the
And
Plexus,
it's
so.
Guillermo del Toro, so it's good.
Wait, how many syllables?
Guillermo del Toro. Yeah. But
from Medieval Town?
sure, medieval
Town?
But yeah, they it was funny because I was watching it this week, and the main character, his character name is F-E-P-H, but he was the dude from Ant-Man, the bald guy, and this episode was the episode
House of
where
Cards guy.
he finally shaved his head, so you can tell, oh, that's when he started working on Ant-Man.
Well, no, he was. Well, no, he always had a chrome dome, but he had he had the Captain Picard sides going on through House of Cards.
Yeah.
That dude, like, for real? That dude didn't seem old enough to have the Captain Picard.
Yeah, in House of Cards, he had the Captain Picard going.
Wow. I don't know if I like him more or less now. He was kind of a whiny person in Strain, but now they replaced his kid this season, and his kid's annoying. I would definitely shove him in that closet. Like, I hope. But, like, yeah, so he's less annoying, I think, by default, because his son is more annoying. He's like the new Carl. Yeah.
Coral.
But yeah, this season's been pretty good.
It's season 2 right now,
Yeah,
right?
season 2 right now. They've already renewed for season 3.
Okay.
So they're going to be around again, but this one's been really fun. So I suggest.
Who's this? Who's doing this one? Who's the what TV station?
FX?
FX? Okay.
Yeah, I think FX. My TV just records it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I mean, so I can find it, so I can
Right.
say it on the recorder.
Should have
yeah,
a
it's
search
been-
feature.
I know.
horror-wise,
That's right. I have
it's been good.
that Xbox. The X1 does all that searching stuff
Can't
now.
you just talk into the microphone to do it?
I don't know.
Not that microphone.
Not this microphone, the one on your remote.
No, I don't have a microphone on mine. I have the older version.
Plug in the headset.
X1. There is no.
Should be a little plug thing.
No.
Okay, maybe not.
Mine's. You know.
Really, the Xbox One, you can't use a headset at
Well,
all.
no, I'm not talking about the Xbox One. I'm talking about the X1, the Xfinity.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, I have. Well,
Yeah, on my
right
Xbox-
now I have nothing.
Yeah, my Xbox
But-
One. I don't even have the little thing to do talking to it and stuff like that.
Yeah, the
'cause-
Kinect.
Yeah, because I've thought about it.
I would love
and
to see you rage out of your Kinect when it doesn't understand you.
But see, that's not the only thing though. Where it doesn't understand me, it's also when my wife walks into the room, Xbox off.
Oh, nice.
Because you know my wife will do that.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, "Hey, babe, you want to go watch a movie? You want to go out to eat? You want to go to the store? You want to go?" Xbox off.
Can't you just like say male voices only?
I don't know.
You can make it to where you put because Robert has one and it's pretty cool when you have the Kinect because like his kid walks in the room, it signs him in, and then like if Robert walks in the room, it sees that he's the parental, so it's like nope, whatever you say goes, right? So you just have to make sure that she's the kid and you're the parent.
Yeah, you got to be the
set it
daddy.
up.
And
You got to be the.
and it's a great rearview mirror. If you're into a game, you get your headset on, it just will say
Yeah.
she's walked in the room.
Oh,
Oh, does it?
Nice.
Yeah.
Huh. So
It
we
is
can
scary.
actually make you the Sir Ed Daddy.
It's the Kinect stuff is scary, man. Like the first time I witnessed it in action, there was a party, it was a Halloween party, and there were like 16 kids playing this dancing game, and each kid that came over, because they were all linked on everyone's like their friend's profile, every time a new kid walked in the room, it was like, oh hey, Jason's here, Kevin's here, Stephanie's here. I'm like, this is scary, dude, because it's tracking them all individually
At other people's houses.
at other people's houses.
Maybe they had played there before.
yeah, that's
It's very possible, but I mean those
I don't
those
know.
accounts are linked.
Do you have what? You have PlayStation or Xbox?
I got PlayStation.
So when you walk into Kyle's house, is it like, yo,
I don't have a camera.
Neither do I.
y'all both suck?
we don't have the eye.
Yeah, I don't have the eye.
No, it's not the eye for the PS4. It's the game cam.
It used to be the eye.
Yeah, that was for the PS3
I don't like all this.
because they had the Sony Move as well, where you had like the two dildos with the giant balls on top.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I was like, I'm not buying those.
yeah.
That's why I had the Xbox 360
Because of the remotes.
because there were no dildos.
Nice.
It's like just one giant one. It's like a Lance Armstrong going on here, man.
Yeah.
Required you to hold 2, apparently.
Okay, so there was the strain. Have you guys talked about Mr. Robot yet?
No, I was going to bring that up when y'all were done because I've been ignoring y'all because I don't care about the
Yeah.
strain. But Mr. Robot,
Have you seen Mr. Robot?
2 episodes.
awesome.
Which, the first 2?
No, I watched the 3rd and the 9th.
There's not even 9 yet.
There isn't 9. I know. I hate you. So yeah, what do you think?
Well, I guess I don't know if it's happened or not, so I can just include what I think is going to happen and why I have stopped watching it.
Okay.
Okay.
Fight Club.
Not
Yep,
yet.
that's what I said too.
Yeah, it's
I was like,
there,
you know what?
but-
I've seen this once,
Yeah,
and
they haven't
better than
they
this.
haven't done that yet. But that's what I'm thinking. It's a Fight Club.
I have that. I
it's
have that
Fight Club
feel.
meets Hackers.
Yeah.
is what
But
it is.
it's not like Hackers where there's like a Tron World server.
Yeah, it's not Mr. and Mrs. Smith, so we're not going to get her back. So, I'm going to watch
might come
5. I'm going to watch 3 more,
Okay.
and then make my decision as to whether or not I'm going to invest my time in their programming.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like
Do
it.
it.
Actually, USA has actually put out a lot of shows that I like to watch now.
Yeah, not me.
No?
No, Monk was the last one.
I got so tired of Monk after that last season. Just really.
It did drag on a little bit.
Yeah.
Not quite as bad as Lost, but it did drag on.
Lost just
Still haven't seen that
Lost
one.
just wanted to screw everybody at the end.
Yeah.
So they're like, we hate you all.
Like, we hired M. Night for the last 2 episodes.
I caught. I tried to watch back when they used to like rebroadcast them late at night on the weekends. I tried to watch like 3 episodes in a row of Lost, and none of them had any continuity. So I don't know if they were just screwing with me or what. Like one episode, there was a countdown and there was a cliffhanger. Next episode starts. No one talks about the countdown. No one goes back to the countdown.
Same characters?
Same characters.
Oh, then yeah, they're not in order.
Yeah.
See, Fox is really bad about that. Like, a lot of times when I get home, I turn on Fox. Modern Family plays 2 in a row while I'm just doing stuff, just to have something in the background.
Yeah.
And they're not on the same season.
Back to Fox and canceling. Does anyone watch like local Houston Fox? Has anyone ever like seen that in passing? The anchors on there look like they're going to get canceled at any second. Like the way they talk.
Oh, dude, like
They draw
I
things
watch-
out so long. It's like, and let's go to
Gina
weather.
Gaston.
It seriously feels like you're watching Family Guy. And like the black sports dude, they have him, but he's one of the main anchors in the morning, and he talks just like Purd does. So everything he says is like 75 words to say absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Every morning.
He should be in his
But they
anchor.
have the best traffic and weather in the morning. So like that's all I watch it for. But yeah, dude, those they need.
The anchors are
Does it mean
horrible.
Google? Because
Huh?
Google just sends me a message saying how late I'm going to be.
Oh yeah? Well, I go places on time.
Well, no, it tells me the traffic. You're going to be this late if you leave on time.
But you have to wake up in time to see that.
I do.
Yeah, when he checks his phone, he says, I'm going to be 40 minutes late. I'm going to go back to sleep.
I can blame traffic.
I'm already going to be late.
Yeah, it's the slacker math.
Yeah.
It's like if I wake up now, it's going to take me. I'm going to be 40 minutes late because drive time's 40 minutes. If I go back to sleep and wake up an hour from now, it's only going to take me 25 minutes to drive to work.
Yeah.
That sounds like a winning option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just play Ingress the whole time and blame traffic. Except for when your boss also plays Ingress and he texts you to pick up Whataburger because he knows you're really, really close.
Yeah.
El Jefe.
Yeah.
So another good show I've watched this week, The Brink, HBO show. Jack Black, Tim Robbins. It's a comedy.
I'm probably going to have to check it on Jack Black.
I wanted to watch it,
good.
but I didn't add it to my list yet.
We hung a new projector screen at Tony's house, so he had to get a new projector. He threw one episode on there. Like 2 hours later, I was halfway through the season. So I finished it the next day because it's 30-minute episodes.
When did the show start?
2 weeks after Game of Thrones ended.
Oh.
So it always came on before Game of Thrones. They showed you The Brink, and then they'll show that The Rock.
Oh, this is in season 1?
This is season 1.
Season 1.
There's 8 episodes.
Oh, okay.
So the newest one I think is tonight. So I'll probably go watch that later. But it's good.
Yeah, there's that, and there's the Blunt Man or whatever that Patrick Stewart's going to be in. He's going to be on a show.
Patrick Stewart doing Blunt Man.
Yeah, this is.
I think it's like his name
Shatner making an appearance too?
I think his name is Walter Blunt.
Okay.
So it's called, the name of the show is called Blunt Talks. And it has that same feel of a lot of the FX / like lower budget premium channel shows. I don't
Chronic
know.
better be his
The
assistant.
dude with the noses in it, the comedian with the nose,
They all have noses.
Jason.
Oh, Schwartzman.
That one. He's in it.
wow.
And if you remember, his last show was him and
Bored to Death.
Becker.
And
it has that
Dancing.
same feel as that kind of show.
Oh, some like a noir kind of feeling.
Yeah, it has that kind of feel to it. And of course, the commercials have him say, like, it really makes me feel like, they Danny DeVito'd him. They're like, we're going to see what we can get you to do in this show.
Right.
And it's like, dude, do you not know he's been on American Dad for how many years? Like,
That's right.
so I'm looking forward to that one. But yeah, I did see commercials for the one you said, because I don't remember the name anymore.
Brink.
But, yeah.
It's got a lot of people in it. The Brink.
It looks all right. For the Brink. I don't know. Jack Black, man. Sometimes he just.
School of Rock, baby.
Tim
I'm in the
Robbins,
same.
though.
I'm in the same thing, man. Like the Jack Black, I can't.
Dude, I love Jack Black too. I loved him when he first came out. When him and Kyle started their band.
Tenacious D, yeah.
Yeah,
Like they're in small doses. Jack Black is awesome.
Wonder
Like,
Boy is still like an amazing song.
Wonder Boy's still great.
You know.
His little clip in Biodome. Tenacious D is in Biodome.
Oh, wow, I don't remember that.
Come on, Biodome. That's the
The Pauly Shore movie, yeah.
Weasel.
The Weasel.
I have to rewatch it.
Yeah,
now.
I know, and I'm gonna have to rewatch it too because I didn't know. Wasn't that
Actually, I think I do know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. When the girls go to the college for their little sit-in or whatever,
Yeah.
and there's that like massage circle.
Mm-hmm.
They briefly pan over them, and they're singing a song about like saving the trees.
okay?
And he's like, "We gotta save some fucking trees."
Well, this one, the Brink has a lot of characters that you'll notice, but you don't remember exactly where they're from as well. So it's not just Jack Black. You have,
I don't know, Kyle.
You
That's
have
not
Lady
a fair
Sith.
statement.
Lady
Fair
Sith
statement,
from
because you don't remember
Thor.
people. I remember people.
Yeah, right. I don't.
You're like, I think I remember them.
You have the guy from Pitch Black, the older guy.
Riddick.
No, not Riddick. Vin Diesel's not in this.
Ron Perlman.
No, the Eric guy.
It's funny how you interneted for so long to talk about the show, but you didn't IMDb it. Jack Black, Tim Robbins, Pablo Schreiber, Asif Mandvi, Mary Beth Monroe.
They should have been on season, sorry.
None of these, yeah.
After watching Parks
Talk
and
about,
Rec, I
talking
like
about
him.
Aziz. He's coming to Houston since Cynthia Woods.
What, $180 a ticket?
No, tickets on lawn for $29. Closer, $69. It's him, Amy Schumer.
Yeah, there's like a festival.
Yeah, I think it's in September, right? Or
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, my
of the
September is relatively full.
Way North guys opening for that?
Who's this?
Any of the Way North guys opening for that, like they did the last one?
Probably not because it's a festival. So they're kind of like touring with their own group.
Okay. Well, I know the last festival here in Houston, they had two of the guys.
Yeah, that was at Warehouse Live, and that was put on by the Secret Group.
Okay.
I think it was put on by the Secret Group. I think they're the ones that brought it in.
Yeah, so yeah, sorry about that. I derailed it again.
I was thinking of that movie with Most Def and Jack Black. About the tape store they own.
Oh, High Fidelity? No, wait, that's not High Fidelity.
No, I don't think Fidelity is in the title.
High Fidelity is.
Speaking of other things
John
that rip off
Cusack.
Clerks, did you see?
Do you know the name of the one I was talking about? That one was actually
Rewind.
good.
Rewind.
Yeah, actually, I liked him in that movie.
That was a VHS place. They did movie rentals, not records.
Did I say records?
Yeah.
Oh, same thing.
That's why I said High Fidelity, because that's John Cusack and High Fidelity with the records.
Oh, yeah, where they're up on the roof.
Be Kind Rewind 2008.
Be Kind Rewind.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Nah, that was actually a decent movie. But then I still digress. Jack Black, he's annoying now. Like everything he does, it's just.
I can see that.
Oh, and just hang around long enough, and he'll do fliggle giggle gee.
Yeah, something, you know. You know.
Yeah.
As long as it's not Nacho Libre, I'm okay.
I've never seen that show.
That was bad.
Never
I
seen
did not
it.
like that one.
Not
I'm
once.
really struggling to think of a Jack Black movie that I liked. I mean, I guess School of Rock, but
Oh, I don't even like that one.
yeah, I don't think I'd like that one either.
Oh, the one with
Well, he's
blackface.
Oh, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
I like
he played a
Tropic
good role there.
the dude.
I really liked Matthew McConaughey's character, though.
Oh yeah.
Your DVR.
But it's kind of like you go through and you're like, I'm kind of tired of seeing Jack Black really struggling to be like the thin Chris Farley
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he in Shrek?
or
too?
the thinnish Chris Farley.
Jack Black was in Shrek?
Yeah. He's doing something there. Let me pull it up.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure.
Just let Kyle go for a minute. We can discuss.
No, but see, Yeah, I mean, like, I had high hopes for Jack Black. I really did. I thought he was going to be awesome because, again, going back to Tenacious D, I was like, yeah, this guy's funny and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he just went crazy and stupid. And then I see Jonah Hill accomplishing what Jack Black should have done.
Well, he kind of well, Jack Black, when you would see him pop up in like a semi-serious role, he always played it like very well. Even bit roles, like he was a second, like a ancillary character in like Enemy of the State. Like he would pop up in all these random movies.
I remember that. Yeah,
and he would always kind of have a presence as like this random background character who had a lot of personality. But when he went mainstream, it's almost like he became a farce of himself. Like it's almost like it's kind of like this weird like art imitating life. The spoof that Tropic Thunder did, where he was like, I'm gonna sit around a table and I'm playing 18 characters, I'm farting, like trying to make fun of Eddie Murphy. You became that. You actually became that.
Yeah, that is you. Yeah. No, I agree. Okay, what were you saying about
you were that as you were filming that movie?
He's in Kung Fu Panda, not Shrek.
I told you.
Those are completely different things. One's green and one's not.
Yeah, they're both fat.
One's a panda.
One of them plays World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Isn't there a new one of those coming out soon?
That's the rumor.
Which one?
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, apparently.
Didn't I say I brought that?
Yeah,
up,
you
right?
keep bringing it up because you're like, oh, let's play. And I'm just
Did you ever buy the Panda one and play the Panda?
No, I did not play the Panda.
Because you wanted to.
Yeah.
I do. I
For
still
like
do.
a year.
But I don't want to be a panda, though.
No, you wanted to be.
You wanted to be a panda monk.
I never
You wanted to be a panda. Yes.
No,
Yes.
I didn't.
You
I
wanted to be a
wanted to
panda.
level my warlock.
No,
That's
you wanted
it.
to be a panda.
I wonder if there's
You said
a
it.
panda
No, I
monk.
didn't.
You said these words,
never
I
said
want to be a
I wanted
panda.
to be a panda. No.
So I wonder if there's a panda monk named Pandemonium.
I'm pretty sure.
I want to do it now.
It's done.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No.
Yes.
Didn't Dane want to become a panda?
No.
Because I didn't want to be a panda.
Yes, you
He's
did.
the only one that bought the game.
I hate it when mommy and daddy fight.
Out of everybody, I don't own the game.
I just think it's kind of cute that he's wearing a black shirt with a white front, and you're wearing a black shirt with a white trim, and y'all are arguing about pandas.
Hey, this is a blue shirt.
Dude, I was wondering where you were going for a second there. Way to pull it together.
Yeah, you like that?
Way to pull it together.
Yeah.
Blue shirt.
No,
It looks
it's black.
black.
It's a dark blue. Nope, it's black.
It's so dark.
YouTube, what do you think?
Blue, it's black.
It's gonna be black on YouTube,
Right.
without a doubt.
I'm gonna take a
Yep,
picture
yep.
and post it.
Don't use the flash.
Yeah.
Photoshop fixes everything.
Oh, that's fun.
Darn it!
But nothing else on TV, man. Like I try to go back. I'm trying to look at this list of like best shows of 2015. The Americans. I watched like 3/4 of the first season, and it was really good. It just didn't draw me in. It's one of like weird shows that just didn't.
No, I agree.
It's the one that kind of cups and tickles, but it doesn't finish the job.
I just really appreciated. I really appreciated Felicity's payments setup. I can go ahead and take the type of funds that she provides.
Russian currency.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love that Russian currency. You know, it can get her far, and it got her to 6 episodes for me. And I was like, I'm spent. You know?
Have you ever
I can't even
encountered?
watch it now.
Have you ever encountered any Americans that have a Russian exchange rate?
No, I haven't. Not at a rate that is as high as that $1 for dollar.
I'm really sad right now that there's no noise. My eyebrow doesn't make a noise when it goes up that far.
I can add the Americans to my list of shows that I watched all of the seasons but the last. Didn't finish True Blood. Didn't finish
True Blood.
Dexter.
Yeah, I got 3 seasons on
Didn't
True
finish.
Blood.
Oh my god, I finished Dexter and I feel so bad that I did.
Like it's on that. Like I watched the first 3 episodes of the last season. It was okay. I think the last season was this last one, right? Or is it not over yet?
Which one? Americans?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still going.
It's still going. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
it's still-
the season that was just on or just recorded. I just deleted them off my DVR, but I got about 3 in, and there was nothing that drew me in. Kind of like I'm sitting right now on Fargo episode 2. I watched it, and it's good.
Yeah. Well, the Americans
It's got fun people.
It's the Americans got caught up in sort of being like it's sort of like this yin yang with The Walking Dead, where The Walking Dead is like, we're walking and there's strife with people, and the damn kid won't stay out the woods, even though everyone else has gotten 8 that's gone in the woods except for this damn kid. And then the opposite of that is the Americans, where it's like the tension, Cold War, the tension, and nothing ever comes from the tension.
Yeah.
It's been 3 seasons of just mind melting tension and nothing.
Let me tell you, I'm going to go back to Kerry Russell's release of tension.
well, in that case, it's like a coin star where tension comes in and sexy time goodness comes out.
Yeah. So
I see.
talking about sexy time goodness on a Coinstar. Did you know that they do Amazon gift cards?
Oh, we talked about that last week while you weren't here.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
really?
I'm the one that told you about that.
Guess who doesn't listen to himself?
Oh,
Well, all of us.
I've tried.
Yeah.
I have to listen to it because I edit it.
I listen
A lot
to
of
Do
listening.
you get bored listening to us talk the whole time?
Now I'm like, I know exactly what this guy's going to say. That's usually, I'm like, I know where this is going. There's no surprise ending.
be like,
Yeah.
man, I heard this story way too many times.
Yeah.
Or that. Well, I'll get to certain things like your one of the jokes you had a couple podcasts ago, and I'll go back and listen to it like 4 or 5 times. And I'm like, that's really funny. But once again, with Kerry Russell, something was, I don't know if it was leaked or if no one paid attention to it. It's just been around forever on the internet. No one paid attention to it until like last week. But their ABC shot a pilot for a Clerks sitcom, and Kerry Russell was in it. Jim Brewer was in it as well.
Oh, I watched that movie with Dave Chappelle and Jim Brewer and the really high dog.
Yeah.
It was on TV this week. I was like, oh my goodness, I missed this movie. I need this back in my life.
We just talked about this the other day. It's not how
the
high.
con, it's
the other one.
half-baked.
Half-baked.
Half-baked, yeah. We did talk about it at the con when we were eating food that day.
Yeah, we're outside and we're like trying to remember the name of the movie.
And it came on normal TV, like not a premium channel, so I didn't watch commercials. So I sat through
Google's
like
listening
20
to you.
extra minutes of it I shouldn't have. But yeah.
Google heard our conversation.
I'm
was
sorry.
like
Go back
TV.
to Kerry Russell.
Well, the Clerks show, the sitcom that they shot, the only way I can describe it is like imagine like Boy Meets World,
All right.
10 years into the future, and they work at a a convenience store and a video store, but it's got all the same hijinks that Boy Meets World had.
Right.
Clerks what?
There was ABC shot a pilot for a Clerks TV show,
Interesting.
like back in '95.
So you have a copy of this?
It's on the internet.
Is it on Plex?
No, I'm not downloading that.
Well, that makes it easy.
You're not downloading that? Why not?
No, like I'm gonna take up 160 megabytes for freaking Clerks.
All the MBs and the KBs taking up my space. Get off my drive.
Yeah. Like, I don't care. I've got like between all the hard drives on all my servers, I've got like 8 terabytes. That show will not be part of it.
Well, that means I don't have to watch it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Because I started, I'm like, oh, I'm a Kevin Smith fan. Let me go check out what happened with this. There's no like
Kevin Smith.
fingerprint
Yeah,
of Kevin Smith
said
anywhere
no.
on that.
Not touching that.
He's like, you give me money? Shoot, man. Like he was shooting Mallrats at the time, apparently, when they were making this pilot. He's like, give me money. Go. Go frolic with my characters.
Better do it now because there's going to be a line. Wait.
Yeah, because no one's going to want to do anything with me after Mallrats.
I loved Mallrats though.
Isn't there a Mallrats too?
They're doing the Mallrats.
We
too.
talked,
We talked about the brats of the malls.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they play that one out. And if Ben Affleck's going to be back.
I liked I don't know, Trish. There's this weird sort of seesaw effect with all Kevin Smith movies. Like Clerks was great. Clerks was good. Mallrats came along and it was just sort of like Kevin Smith's really high right now. Then they're like, "You're gonna give me $4 million? Can I keep what I don't use?" Sure. Then they wouldn't give him any money, and he has hard times and breaks up with Joey Lauren Adams. Writes Chasing Amy. Then they give him a whole lot of money, and he does Dogma.
Yeah.
And then, like, it just is this seesaw effect. So,
I don't know, man. I think after the 10th time of watching Dogma, you actually see some good in it.
I like Dogma.
I liked it.
I've liked it from the
It's
start.
fun.
No, I didn't like it the first time I saw it. Oh my god, I was like, I can't believe I paid money for this because this is before I started downloading things. So I went to the theater. I paid my money. I was like, hell yeah, Kevin Smith, baby, go put out another movie.
Did you not have a crush on Alanis Morissette?
No.
So she ruined the movie for you.
Yeah.
So
she did.
So
But
Ed didn't like it because the girl in it wasn't pretty enough for him.
But they had Linda Fiorentino.
I don't know that name.
She was the main girl in the movie.
The one
Yeah.
that worked at the Planned Parenthood.
Yeah. I like her. She was also in Jade. If you ever seen a good movie, you want to watch a skin flick movie. I told you, man, I am better than Mr. Skin. Mr. Skin ain't got nothing.
I think we need to see if we can get him on and do a little competition.
Mr. Skin, he'll be like,
where you just go movie for movie with him.
Yeah, he'll be like, oh man, I don't have my Googles with me.
I ain't got my Googles with me.
I have a shout out for this week.
Oh, okay.
We have a new subscriber.
All right.
Hopefully it lasts. Everyone here has worked with him. Marek has started listening.
Okay.
He was in town last week.
Hi.
Yeah. So he enjoyed our take on Klingon dodgeball, and he would watch. It made me laugh a lot. I was outside smoking a cigarette at work, and
what, like kids with skull plates just deflating all the balls in dodgeball?
It'd be great. I think we should try to do this.
How would you knock out a Klingon in dodgeball?
Use a metal ball.
I don't know. I hadn't thought it through.
Or is that where you bring in wrenchies versus balls?
No, they use the kettlebells. And you just
don't hit them in the head.
You pull a P Diddy and huck a kettlebell at him. Okay.
Just don't aim for their heads. That's all you got to do. Other than their forehead, they're normal. The rest of them is
I want to
just
see you
a
hit someone in
person.
the leg hard enough to knock them out.
But
Show me that. Because when you want to knock someone out, you got to aim for the head.
males have two heads. So
both heads will knock you out.
Yeah.
But how do we know they both don't have those little skull caps?
exactly. Like,
Mine does. I have a skull cap, so I mean.
Now we have 10 subscribers.
Oh, talking about subscribers, my daughter's a subscriber.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh, do we say her name on the air?
No.
No?
No,
What do we call her then?
There's going to be too many stories.
Yeah, we got to call her something. What's her stage name?
Voldemort.
Wow. I don't know. I mean, if we could think of something like Japanesey,
You should ask her for her stage name.
some anime name, Kyoko.
ask your daughter for her stage
well,
name.
her name is Edamame.
Edamame?
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go.
I don't think that's what
No.
the
No,
name
see,
he
the
wants
thing-
to have for his daughter.
Well, shoot, man. If she can eat some vegetables, I'll be all right.
Eat your vegetables.
Eat your vegetables, or your name will be a salty soybean.
No, apparently this afternoon on my way home, my way up here, she texted me. She's like, "Dad, when you get home, I need your help with something." So I call her. I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" She's like, "So last night, some guy called me, and he was like, 'I like you.'" And she's like, "Who is this?" I'm gonna follow you everywhere. And she's like, "Oh, okay, click." And so she says he called her again this morning. And she's like, "I don't know who is this? Who is this?" "I'm in love with you." And so she calls me. She's like, "So what am I supposed to do, Dad? What am I supposed to do?" I'm like, "Well, stop answering the phone for one. If you don't recognize the number, don't pick it up. Also, check your voicemail. Make sure it doesn't say your name. Because my daughter's she's special."
But still, I find it curious. It's 2015, and this kid's going back to like old school stalking tactics. Like he's not doing Facebook. He's not doing.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, too. My daughter doesn't ever use her real name for anything.
Yeah.
Like her Facebook page, I don't even know. She has a
Tell the world.
I know, right? She has a Tumblr account, and it's never her name. It's like I said, it's some anime.
Twinkle McJinklebeans, 1877.
I mean, yeah, just think of like the most popular animes and like just smash all the names together, and maybe one of those might be her.
Bleach
profile.
Ball Z.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but anyways, no, my daughter. She said that she tried listening to us.
Oh, she didn't listen. She tried.
She tried.
Oh,
She tried.
She tried to be a fan.
No, she said she
She's
subscribed.
never going to make it to this part of the show, so we're all good.
She said she subscribed, and she's like, "Man, you guys just talk." I'm like, "It's called a podcast."
Does you want us to sing?
Were you waiting for music?
I don't know, man. So, but
We
she-
start the show with music.
yeah, right. But
Yeah.
she
We
did
made her on
play
the first
for her
episode.
friends too, and some of her friends, they're like, "Oh, they're pretty funny," So there
Of course,
you go.
90% of the time, they're like,
Now-
I don't know what they're talking
I know.
about.
Now we got some 15-year-old fans. That's all I'm saying.
Some 15-year-old fans that are having visions of banging people with like Klingon dingle.
Yep.
Klingon dingles.
I do have some information on something you talked about last week.
Okay. Is it a correction? Is it a retraction?
No, it's an explanation.
Is this page 15?
Sure.
All right.
The network cable lasso. Our good buddy entered that into the training manual as he left The Verge.
Yeah.
With the reason that the lasso trick moves the electrons to one side via centrifugal force. When you connect it, it shoots into the modem.
Yeah.
So we can thank him for that. So yeah, he enjoyed the fact that I was supposed to give him a shout out last week and I didn't.
Yeah.
And I waited to the end of this episode, so at the very least we get like two.
Dude,
two listens from him.
Yeah, that lasted like all of 3 months in the training manual before management realized like this is dumb.
That's why I said it's been in there multiple times, because that had to be put in and taken out before I ever showed up, and it was put in again.
This was around 2004.
Yeah, I didn't start till 2005.
So yeah.
And I think I left there.
Well, there was backlash against like all of us who were common sense and wrote things like real.
Yeah.
there was backlash where we're like, well, they're using all of this unapproved support.
Our
stuff.
Terminology, our Bible.
Yeah. And so there was like this backlash where like all of our materials were banned. And that's when the GeoCities site started.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. GeoCities.
I remember having actually, I think I still have it. It's 3-ring binder that's like this thick that has just random stuff from y'all, like telnet passwords.
Yeah.
So I could see
to get into the CMS.
Well, the thing that bugged me is that like I started writing this thing, I would pass it around to everyone, be like, "Hey, proofread this." Like, Neil, proofread this. I think I may have given it to you too at some, or maybe not. I don't know.
I don't remember, man. It's
but it was a bunch of articles. I was like, "Hey, proofread this. Make sure I'm not full of shit."
Yeah.
And I had like a shout out page, like a thank you page to everyone that ever like read it.
Yeah.
And provided feedback on it. So that page had like, by the time I got to like the 7th edition, the 7th edition had something like 50 names in the whole thing.
Should you give them numbers?
Yeah, but
that didn't help that like a number of the people you gave it to gave it back significantly thicker than you gave it to. So it just like continued to grow every time someone else read it.
See, I remember the Chad that would hand you a document and be like, "Do I sound like a smartass in this?" Like, he didn't care about anything else. He's just like, he was fed up and he's like, "Is this going to get me in trouble?"
No, that was never in that document. There were many other documents where that was the case.
That was my era there, because it was when we did red flag callbacks and all that. And
Yeah,
every time
yeah.
you had to do a document, you just read it and you'd be like, "They're going to think I'm yelling at them."
Well, I like
Don't use caps.
well, I had to write training plans. I
Put
had
a
to
smiley face at the end.
the whole point of that was that I had to go back. There were customers that called in like more than 10 times.
Yeah.
That was her whole thing. And my plan of action was no matter what they had, I fixed a lady's dishwasher over the phone.
Nice.
Like anything they had a problem with, just fix it, deal with it, whatever. And then I had to go back and review every call for every agent that lady talked to, or who the customer talked to. So I'd have to go and audit all these calls, every interaction the customer had, and write training plans for each of those agents.
Oh, wow.
And I had to go do like 10 audits on other calls that agent had. So by the time I got to the end of this whole thing, I was just angry. And for agents that were at our center, I would just go talk to them. Like, "You're going to get a lot of paperwork from me. You don't know who I am." I love that era because no one knew who I was. Like,
Right.
I would like stand up every once in a while, just be bored, and I would see hands up, and I'd go answer their questions. And at this point, the flock of walkers that were out there were idiots. So I would give them like 10 things to do, and it's like, "Well, we're not supposed to do that." I'm like, "Yeah, you are."
I wrote the book.
Yeah. Like, get on it. Like, "Well, I think I should go to tier 2. I was like, "You don't think. You do what I tell you." Because, like, I can guarantee, like, I'm auditing your call right now. That's why I came over.
Like, I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
Fail.
Like, I will ignore this and give you a passing grade if you actually do this correctly.
I got on one of those where they were like, "You have to do anything to fix this person's problem." And I asked her, how do you call us so often? Like, what? She's like, "Oh, I have you on speed dial." And I was like, "Well, how are your speed dials working?" She's like, "Well, some of them don't work." I changed her speed dial from us to the rejection hotline. Yeah. Problem solved.
Didn't you do red flags with me?
Yeah,
for a while.
That's what I just said.
You were the afternoon? Yeah.
Yeah, because you did all like the hard work, and then I just had like a list of customers I had to call back, and then I'd have to call. I guess it was ASI, and I'd have to make up an ID It was initials and random numbers.
Yeah.
For anyone that wants to just get a free truck roll. And then I would get credits with my fake IDs. Just be like, oh, it's ZQ9632. Yeah, I need a $50 credit on this account. They're like, okay. I'm like, done.
Yeah.
She's happy.
Remember when we convinced the Zana that I could levitate? And she sent me home early because I was so exhausted from flying. Do you remember that?
Was I drunk?
Dude, you fell right into the role, and I loved you so much for it. Like, we were talking about like David Blaine, the whole levitation thing, and I just told her, I was like, yeah, I can do that too. And she was like, no, you can't. I was like, yeah, I can. I can live it. I was like, Kyle, like you've seen me do it. Like, he's like, oh yeah. Immediately, no questions asked. And I started trying to describe it, and Kyle just butts in. He goes, well, it's really a will kind of thing, like and just goes in this whole thing like Zen master about how you have to pull your chi together, and like really, he's like, he could do it, but no one can talk to him for like the rest of the day. And she was like, can you do this here? I was like, yeah, but like you have to give me like a couple hours to prepare. Like I got to get, like, it takes a lot of focus. All right, so there's a lot going on right now. I got to center myself. And so I did the whole thing. Like the whole trick is like you basically turn your back to them and turn slightly at an angle, and you lift yourself up on the toe of the foot that's facing away from them, and you just sell it really well. Like I did the whole like arm flapping thing, like deep breaths, like trying to get myself psyched up, and she's watching my feet, and I just sort of like act like I'm sort of getting floaty, and all of a sudden like my feet lift off the ground, I just collapse on the floor, and Kyle just runs over to me and cradles me in his arms. And I'm on the ground going like like, where am I? Where? And Kyle's like, it's okay, you're at work. And like he helped me sell this so well. Her face, she started crying.
Nice.
She started crying. She's like, oh my god, you it was so good. It was
the sad thing is I can't remember the individual instance like this, because it was any time you would say something, or there's a handful of people, I'd just be like, oh no, I got this. Because we were
chatting
so much.
We were chatting about Star Wars one day, and she like, I mean, I can't remember what country she's from, but she's in the Middle East, wore the whole like traditional garb. She'd always wear this like brown gown ensemble. And one day we were over there chatting about Star Wars, and something came up about Jawas, and I was like, hey. I turned to her and I just go, hey, say Utini. Without hesitation, she goes, Utini, like perfectly. And she just paused. She's like, wait, what did I just say? What did I just say? Because we're dying laughing. We're laughing so hard because she had that like cute little bear. Like, she was a mix of an Ewok and a Jawa. Yeah, like
the little chubby cheeks and everything.
The chubby cheeks, and there's so much of that. So much of that. Like I remember when we did the whole levitation thing, when you just started screaming at her when she was like hyperventilating. You're like, go get water now.
I probably wanted it to be done with so I could play some more foosball.
Yeah. Well, you camped on red flags for the rest of the day. I went home. She was like, can you? I was like, I can't. She was like, I think you should go home. I think
that's what you need to do. Drive your truck.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, the only thing I did was I would walk the floor and actually give good advice, because you had the dumbasses out there. Yeah. And then when you would leave, I'd do the red flags until I couldn't do that anymore because I had the stalker, because it was right by that front window. And the stalker that I got moonshine from, she calls my cell phone. She's like, I see you. Oh. So, like, I'm a big guy, and I'm trying to, like, get into the cubicle. There's not room in those cubicles. And that's when I was like,
we need bigger file cabinets.
Yeah. I was like, I can't do red flags anymore. Can I just walk the floor? It's like, I don't want to be at that front window because you can't see out. They did the reverse tinting to where at night you couldn't see out of the building, but they could see in.
It was weird.
I was like, I don't know if they're right there or like way out there. So you do this, right? Hoping you're bracing yourself for it. You put your hands over the glass and you're like, and you don't see anyone, and they're just like, are you looking for me? It's like, nope, done.
Oh, I loved it when they did that because I'd punch the window.
No, I couldn't see her. I looked nowhere. Creepy.
I was so happy that Mittens breakdance happened before they put the tongue on the windows. That was a great night. This was before your time.
It had to have been, because I'm trying to think of a tongue on the window.
We had an agent who was fairly large, a little schizophrenic.
I'm thinking of a few.
I don't know if you probably don't remember him, Jeremiah. I would go over and answer this lady's question, and she had mittens lined up on her desk. That was her thing.
Yeah. I remember her.
She had like 5 or 6 different pairs of mittens. Every time she raised her hand, she had to change mittens. I was answering this lady's questions for weeks. Finally, Jeremiah calls me over and he's like, "You're answering her questions?" I'm like, yeah. He's like, "Next time she raises her hand, take a look at her headset." It's like, okay. I'll go over there and she asked me this question, and it's like legit. She's like, "Well, this customer has this," and it's like every piece of dialogue that you would tell someone had you just had a 15-minute conversation with somebody.
Yeah,
like what their room is set up, like like the line is this long, like everything. And I look down and like the headset's just unplugged, like it's not even plugged in the side of the phone. Like panels blank because the phone wouldn't even turn on if that wasn't on. So nothing. And I'm like, okay. Well, apparently she started getting into this trend about like not taking her medicine. And one day she comes in and we had that little front managers, that little shared desk. Yeah. And one of the a very, very pregnant small female manager was at this desk. This much larger than her lady plops down at the desk, and she's on what looks to be a cell phone, and she just starts banging on this keyboard.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember this.
And she's got this thing to her ear, and she's just going like making all these weird noises. And
I had so much fun with this.
Yeah. The TL, not her real name, we'll just call her Stephanie. Stephanie turns to her, and she's like, "Can I help you?" And she just turns and goes, "Shh." Goes right back to her conversation. Stephanie backs out of the cubicle a little bit, takes a look around, and realizes she's talking on a calculator. She backs up and she goes, "Okay." Backs up very, very slowly, comes over to where Jeremiah and I are standing. She goes, "We have a problem. She ain't right." Because not only is she talking on a calculator, she's typing furiously on a computer that's not turned on. And like enter key, mouse, everything. Bam, 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 bam.
That's how you get on FLMA, right there.
Yeah. So I can't remember the course of events. Basically, Jeremiah and I are sort of drawing straws about who's going to have to tell her to leave. And we just finally go and get Wagon Hut at the front desk and tell her, like, "Hey, you got a problem. You need to tell her to leave." She's like, "Oh, hell no." So finally she gets kicked out of the building. But as soon as she gets outside, she decides she wants to start breakdancing. Mm-hmm. Again, quite a large woman, not that frisky, just dives and tries to do a headspin on concrete.
Oh. What did it sound like? Come on.
It was a dull, fleshy thud. And yeah, no, it wasn't a click. There was a lot of flesh involved, but it was more like a... that didn't carry over well.
That was very uneventful.
Yeah.
That was too much wind. There was a noise.
It was right next to a freeway.
It was right next to a freeway.
Yeah, a lot of wind.
So she retangs her skull bone right off the sidewalk, and gets back up, starts cabbage patching, because that's the thing you do after you get a concussion.
Of course.
And starts flinging herself at the front windows, and everyone's off the phones now, and everyone's just lined up watching this happen. Like it's that weird spectator thing, like, "Oh, she done gone off."
I think I was at B-Dubs that night because I came back to pick up a car.
This was during the era that we still closed at 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Like we didn't have an overnight shift.
Closed?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We
closed at 11.
I loved that it was always open.
Because that was in the beginning days.
Yeah.
Like
TLs would leave at 8:30. It would just be like 2 floor walkers till 11 o'clock, and it was up to us to close everything down. And so she eventually found a vehicle and started driving laps around the parking lot very aggressively, very quickly.
You say she found a vehicle. Was it her vehicle or just a random vehicle?
I was told it was hers.
Okay.
So we don't know. But yeah, cops had to show up and had to put her down.
Did anyone create a hashtag because of it?
This was long before hashtags. Long before hashtags. When the pound key on things was still the pound.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Or if you made the font big enough, it was a tic-tac-toe board.
Yeah. Damn kids now are just going to be like, "You ever play hashtags?" Go. I don't care if you're my kid or not. Go in the hallway, punch yourself in the mouth right now. Don't make me cut a switch, and by switch I mean a baseball bat.
Yeah.
I hated the blind switches.
Damn
the what?
The little things that open and close the blinds.
Yes.
They bend. So when they hit you, they just keep going.
Yeah, and the splintered ones.
Yeah.
If there's one that's been split off the old wood one,
Yeah.
and then that sits on the ground and petrifies for a while, and then the middle brother takes it to your parents. This would make a good one.
I think that was the top of a fishing rod, actually.
Shout out to, speaking of kids getting beat with stuff, shout out to my buddy Ivory, back from 2nd grade, whose mom had a petrified rhinoceros penis.
Nice.
There's a lot of math involved thinking this one out. First of all, where do you acquire this item? 2, what possesses
The black
you?
market?
2, what possesses you to beat your child with the petrified rhinoceros penis?
If it's just sitting on the desk, the question should be, why is it just sitting on the desk? But if that's the closest thing I have, that's what I'm gonna grab.
No, it was on the nightstand, not the desk.
It was in the top drawer.
On it or in it?
It was on it.
On it. So is it displayed or is it stored?
It's delicately placed down.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's some delicately placed down. Like, you do the math, and there's like some freaky moms out there that are just way into like going back to the motherland for their bestiality, and this is why the black rhinos now going extinct.
Because they want the ivory.
Dude, you just brought it full circle. Oh.
Yeah. All the way around.
You just inception my brain again.
Yeah, it happens. Thanks, Ivory.
Yeah.
Now, what was that? That was Ivory was from How High, right? Wasn't he the dude that had like the little patch between his eyes that like dies at the very beginning? Wasn't his name Ivory?
On How High?
Yeah.
On How High or Half Baked?
How High?
How High is that's the Method Man Red Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the very beginning, they have a friend. The friend that comes back as a ghost in the bathroom and like helps. What is his name? Ivory?
I think it was.
Internet just confirmed. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. And that's what got them all motivated to do something with their life.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not even a unibrow.
Man,
It's a
Ivory.
tribrow.
Tribrow?
Yeah.
The third one that's slightly lower.
Speaking of the brow, have you seen Anthony Davis for Team USA?
Did you watch the
Dude,
practice?
Bulked up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you watched a whole 3 hours?
No. I have to download it because my cable's out.
Oh, boo.
And all my stuff I downloaded last week, all the Clutch City stuff, they're probably going to be gone.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
But it is going to be playing tomorrow. It'll be
Yes.
on tomorrow. So I watched about an hour and a half of it because I had Hunter. So
It'll probably be on the internet's available.
Oh, I have it. It's on my DVR right now. So yeah.
Well, I mean, I need to get it from the internet.
I just keep on watching it over now. I actually was going to text you about it. I was like, oh, I forgot all about this yesterday.
Yeah,
So,
it's going to be good.
yeah.
34 enter, 12 get selected.
Yeah.
Where can fans tweet you if they also want to get on your Plex friends list?
Ooh.
Man, I have so many tweets.
I know, right? Do you know which one to sign into? Do you tweet yourself?
I do tweet myself. I tweet myself a lot
No. He means on the site.
on the hashtags.
Callback letter. I'm hashtagging.
I'm hashtagging right now.
Hashtagging so hard.
Me and my boy Ivory.
Whatever. Mama, no.
Derailed.
Yeah, I'd never gone over to Home Dude's house, and I certainly didn't after that revelation.
Yeah.
That you don't tell second graders this. You don't. That's not a show and tell item.
No.
Did he bring him for show and tell?
What? It's this
He,
time, mommy.
he showed the whelp at
No,
left.
that's why he got beat.
It's a rhino stamp.
He took it off the nightstand for show and tell.
And the nightstand fell because there was only 3 legs left. Oh yeah.
Mike and the.
Well, I think it's about time we're going to wrap this one up.
yeah, on rhino dicks.
Yeah.
Gonna wrap this up.
Rhinopenii.
That can't be the last word.
I know.
So this
Music
one
was.
is-
I thought
go
you were
ahead.
reaching for music.
I am, but come up with other things to say.
No, I'm done.
Not rhinopenii.
Yeah, not that one.
That's not going to end there. It can't.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Rhinopenii.
Rhino.
I think everyone has said it, but you now, Ed.
Rhino peanut.
Done.
If you're liking the show, please trend rhinopenii.
Hashtag
rhinopenii. You can at least hit me, Third Coast Chad.
I have Third Coast Neil.
You have Third Coast Neil?
Yeah, someone from Vertigo wants me to like tell people about their comics, but I don't remember his name.
Vertigo Comics. Woo!
Yeah. Someone tweeted me. Yeah, I got like 4 followers now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you might want to follow up on that because Vertigo is kind of a big deal. Harbinger movie coming up.
Yeah, true.
So, anyway, get on that.
Will do.
Until next time, folks.
Rhinopenii.
Rhinopenii.
Stole it from you.
Hashtag Neil's an ass.